The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
We got Carlos from California. Carlos, what's happening?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great,
How are
man.
you?
Yourself?
Oh, very well, thank you.
That's awesome,
Thank
man.
you very much. Can I make a comment real quick?
Absolutely.
For me, it's a real challenge every time I'm doing a trade. And thanks to your help, I've been able to done a lot of things as far as trading. And I know there's a lot of Hispanic people who's listening, and they think this is a lot harder than it looks. But with your help, it's been a lot easier to make things sound very simple.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Well, listen, we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, a safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Always do your best, but don't overdo. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete the body, and you go against yourself. And it will take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 214. We get the Nasdaq up 54. S&Ps are up 18. Gold contract down $6.90, trading at $1,319 an ounce. Silver up 5 cents at $19.24 an ounce. Platinum up $1.50 at $1,029 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at $2.21 a pound. Light sweet crude up 25 cents, $48.08 a barrel. Notes are up 11 ticks, 131.06. Down 11 ticks, rather, 131.06. Bonds are down a full point and 6 ticks, 168.14. King dollar down 97 ticks, trading at 95.37. The euro is trading at $1.12, and the yen is at 101.38. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're up $2.20. You're at 216.96, and it's going after the gap down from September 9th once again. That number, folks, is 217.03. We made 217.02 today. Would have been nice for... well, actually, before we get off, it very well could make that number. That number is important because I'd like to see that number get tested. We're a penny away from it. Going up there with 66 million shares, you'll probably do about 76, 80 million shares after going downtown yesterday with 128 million. And you're going into, the last time that we tested it up here was 76 million, which was on the 27th. And the characteristic up here is 221 million. So we'll see if we can, the SPY can get up and into that level before the close. And I do expect it's going to. The real question is going to be, does it get into the gap and stay in the gap? Dow Industrials. Dow set up the exact same way. You get the September 9th benchmark. Now we're up $213 right now in the Dow. 18,353. It's 18,404. So I don't see the Dow going up another $50. So what that more than likely will set up is that Monday, we're in window dressing Monday and Tuesday. It can get up into that level on Monday. Gold contract, well, actually, no, let's go to the NDX 100 because the NDX 100 as well as the NASDAQ Composite got back in the higher range again. The three Qs right now are traded at $119. The high is $119.22. The low of that high is $118.77. Right now, you're doing 16 million shares. That's on the daily. On the weekly, what you're going to have here is that it's light volume. Bottom line is it's really going to depend on where you close. And it looks to me like that is going to at least try to test the highs of last week because we're right next to them. That's $119.22. The composite, we take a look at the NASDAQ composite, what you have with the composite's up $53 right now at $53.22. The high out there is $53.42, so it's right next to it. Gold contract, what do we have with gold? Gold looks that it's got a little ABC structure on the way down, folks. Right now, you're down to $6.70. You've done 193,000 contracts, and bottom line is that this is coming into the lower end of its range. So gold's been trading here for quite a while. You know, the lower end of this range is 1305. And what it looks like is that this is going to go after that level, more than likely Monday or Tuesday. And where I expect we're going to see it come down to the 1350, 59 level. There we go. Let's see if I get that. If we go over to the XAU, the HUI, the XAU right now, XAU is trading down 49 cents. And what this did, and this is where it's really dangerous. If you're in this market, just get your stops in, because my take is that this is going lower. XAU, HUI, it's going to be a great buy, but guess what? This has been building cause, and the way this traded out today, what it did is this. XAU, HUI, the gold and silvers, they went higher with lighter volume, couldn't hold it. That's the characteristic on ABC down. And we've been building cause to get into these lows since September 1st. Right now, the XAU is at $94.53. 89 is game. The Gold Bugs Index, we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index, that is trading at 231. It's down a couple bucks. Same deal. Try to get higher. Has light volume. I suspect Monday, Tuesday, it's going to go after this swing low here of 219. Now, notes and bonds. Man, these are tricky. So, notes and bonds, folks, where the notes are trading down the 10-year note, down 13 ticks. You're at 131.04. This actually, it's 1.5 million contracts. So what we did, though, is that's a push into the swing high with volume, and you gave it up on price. That's telling me that, guess what, man, this thing's going to bust topside once again. Bizarre, but bottom line, bust topside. That is higher price, lower yield. The 30-year, let's take a look at the 30-year. 30 has 300,000 contracts. That's good volume, too, pushing into the high. So the 30 is down a full point and 8 ticks. And the September 9th high and the 8th high in the 30-year is 171.01. We haven't made it there yet. We've made it to 170.01. King dollar. What do you have with King dollar? The volatility is going to continue in all these markets, and you can expect volatility Sunday night, folks. Why Sunday night? Because with King dollar, this is what you have happening. King dollar also had volume today, and it gave it up on price. So King dollar got to a price point of 95.89. You did 32,000 contracts, and you're pushing into the swing high that we had generated out there at 96.32, and we had done 29,000 contracts there. So when you're pushing into a swing high, you have the volume, but you give it up in price. It's very quick most times that you're going to go right back topside. And I expect King dollar, more than likely, is going to start crawling up into those levels once again on Sunday night. At this particular point, it's going to be all about, Deutsche Bank. Bottom line, got a nice bid out here today. It's going to be about what the settlements are inside Deutsche. But this is a normal occurrence, folks, when companies are going down the tubes. I mean, I think Deutsche is going to be around, but bottom line, you're going to see this market jump around on a continual basis for quite a while. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 216. The NASDAQ is up 54. S&Ps are up 18. If we take a look at inside the Dow, the strength versus the weakness, all the Dow stocks are in the positive. The leader out here is Chevron. Chevron's up 2.2%. You got Walmart up 2.2. Goldman's up 2.1. And J.P. Morgan is up 2. The least, it's a laggard, but it's still in the positive, is Verizon. Verizon is up 0.6. If we go over to Goldman, we take a look at Goldman. Let's go put Goldman up. So Goldman is trading. Goldman is trading up 333 at 162.28, and this is an ABC down. This will be interesting. So it just finished one ABC down. The 8 point is 168. Yeah, it just finished one. We'll see what kind of a bounce you get, and if it wants to line up another one. Let's go to our man Frank in Gloucester. Hey, Frank, what's going on?
Hey, how are you, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Hey, I'm looking at TLT.
Yep.
And, I like channels. And
yep.
I've drawn a channel here starting at the high at the beginning of July.
Okay.
And it's been pretty consistent, staying in that channel. But it's been playing around at the top line a lot, and it is right now again.
Yeah.
It poked its head out once or twice and came back in. It's poked its head out again a couple of days ago. Now it's come back inside today. I'm thinking of TBT for a trade down to the bottom of that channel, which is about 130, low 130s.
So let's take a look at it. And listen, I was in the exact same camp as you yesterday, and I have been for a few weeks. And what it is, folks, is this. Okay, so the TLT is the 20-year bond plus fund. Okay, so it's got to be treasuries that are 20 years or more before they expire. And, when these things broke down, they broke down hard again September 7th, 8th, and 9th, right?
Yes.
They made it all the way back, and it looks to me, I didn't go short the bonds. I was waiting for them to come all the way back up here. And then yesterday, I almost pulled the trigger. I said, no, I'm going to wait just a little bit longer. And I wouldn't pull the trigger now. This is telling me that, these bonds want to go higher now. And
really?
Yeah, I know. It's bizarre. And this is like the third time they've done this in a year, folks, is that they've come down hard. They've made it all the way back. See, like, when we look, so if we stay with the TLT, right?
Yeah.
What you have with the TLT today is that you did pull back. We pulled back to 136. The volume is 8.9 million. Well, 8.9 million is going into 12. That's what's stopping it. See that right there when it's coming up?
Yeah.
So it's almost like, oh, okay, you're going to set up the little A to B equals C to D, and you're going to try to get into the downdraft of the 7th and the 8th. You know, if we take a look at the 10-year, you know, the 10-year got a lot of volume out here today, and that's also pushing into the swing. TYZ6. You know, you had 1.5 million. I mean, it didn't hold price, but it's pushing in there with volume. When you push in there with volume, most times, you know, they wants to break topside again at 131.18.
Okay, I take a look at June 27th, which was part of the big uptrend that sort of gapped its way up to the 143 top at the beginning of July.
I see it, yeah.
And that big volume day in there, the 27th, is that still providing support?
Well, this is pretty cool. Okay, so what you could do is this, like, and this is cool that, so Frank, you want to take a look at this, folks, okay? So what happened is that when bonds came, you know, roaring back, they started on the 23rd, and then they went right to the 27th. Now, the 27th, you can see on the TLT that's 139.59. Yeah. Well, I've seen this plenty of times, and what happens is that it's not support now because it's underneath that, right? But that's right where it might be going to actually test, and that would be the next level that you can say, okay, can it make it above there? Are there going to be still buyers above that level?
Right, and it looked like there was going to be yesterday, but it didn't pan out today.
Right. Well, I actually like what happened today because you got a rejection, and you're coming into where the strength came from. Not that I like it, but I'd say it's bullish. Yeah. I mean, because I was bearish. You know, I wanted to pull the trigger yesterday, and I'm glad, even though they're down today, I'm glad I didn't, because this to me is saying that, you know, guess what? It wants to go topside. Now, that's technically, fundamentally also what's going on is that I really felt that it very well may be the interest rate structure that starts going up that's hurting the market.
Yeah.
But the correlation today is that, guess what? This is a normal correlation for bonds. If you get the market up a couple $100, well, guess what? Bonds should get destroyed.
Right.
You know, so now that correlation is going to be, okay, does that mean, you know, when I look at this, now this is, I'm still bearish. So it's really interesting because when I look at this, I say, oh, this is going to be wild watching this thing shake out, because it looks to me like bonds want to go higher again. So if bonds want to go higher, does the market want to go lower?
Right.
On that test for September 9th, you know?
All right, all the stars aren't aligned.
Not yet.
That's the
and
answer.
I think, hey, it's a full moon today. We can be howling tonight, Frank. I want to see the moon. I want to see a picture of your moon outside your house. You should see.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
And listen, man.
It clears up. It's been cloudy all day.
Has it? Okay.
It does rise nice in the backyard. It rises right out of the ocean if you walk down a Good Harbor beach.
I saw that view, man, and I know from sailing out, coming into that port, how beautiful those rocks are, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, brother.
Be cool down there.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Dave in Boston. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself? Huh? Okay. He wants to look at Bristol Myers, BMY. So Bristol Myers right now is up 28 cents, trading $54. The low's 53, the high 77. Don't touch this thing, man. Holy cow, what's wrong with this? Okay, so this thing's got destroyed. Yeah, I wouldn't be touching this, you know. So Bristol Myers went straight down from 76 to 56. You have volume behind the move. 47 is probably next, and this is a real problem, man. When you actually look at this, I don't know what the heck's going on with the stock, but this is a bad scene. So 48, you're at 54. 48's your next move. What are they saying? Let's see. I'm not quite sure why it's such a mess, but Bristol Myers is an absolute mess. There's no two ways about that. Let's go over and take a look at the XLF. So the XLF out here, bottom line, this is a bounce on light volume. Yesterday we go lower, and we go lower with 62 million to bounce today at 37. You know, and what you are going to see, and this is where it's going to get interesting on Sunday night, folks. So, you know, you had the selling driving the market lower yesterday, buying out here today, but in both cases, it fundamentally had to do with Deutsche Bank. But bottom line, you still have much more volume on the way down than the way up. That being said, what you're going to also see is that the settlement with the Justice Department, you know, because the news was out. First they thought it was going to be $14 billion. Now there's a rumor it's going to be $5 billion. That's not going to alleviate the problems at Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank has to settle about 3 more large ones, including the LIBOR one. They're getting sued all over the place, so they're going to have more problems. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Focused Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 6 equally weighted commodities, including gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 50% per component, you could earn up to a 50% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The October 13th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And I did say it's a new moon, I believe, today, not a full moon. So we'll have to do it howl a different way. Let's you get the Dow Industrials up 206, NASDAQ is up 53, S&Ps are up 18. Let's go to Carlos in California. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. So are you back in California now?
Oh, yes, I am back. I came back over the weekend, last weekend.
Did you find a house?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I got a good deal. I'm happy with it.
That is
I'm
awesome.
closing the. I'm gonna have to go back to sign the deal, but It was really good.
That's awesome, man. That's so great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Tom, I have a question related to the silver.
Yes.
I've been long and short this silver since it's in this trading range, going
Okay.
back and forth.
Yep.
And at this point, I'm short.
Okay.
I covered my longs yesterday,
Yep.
and sometimes I have the feeling that I covered a little early or I sell too early.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still-
That's all right. That's no big deal.
Profits are profits, right?
Well, what happens is that when you're trading a lot, you're always going to be covering too early, and especially in a range, and you want to be doing that because when you're trading both sides of the marketplace, folks, it really and you have a consolidation. I've found that's the best because what ends up happening is that one of these points, it's not going to hold. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what happens, folks, is that you'd be amazed that when you are playing both sides of the marketplace, that you can actually make so much more money on a consolidation like that than a large trending market. And it just has to do with you don't realize by the end of the week or month how many trades you actually did, and it's $2 this way, that way, this way, and yeah. So I wouldn't worry about that, man. It's
Well, my short position is, and the reason I call is because I'm about to cover it. But since I was listening to your opinion on specifically the gold,
yeah,
and usually they run pretty close,
I know.
that it's in ABC down. Am I covering? Because I got a profit that I am. My hands are burning. Take it, and I want to ask you, what do you think? Should I let it go through the weekend or?
Put a
close?
stop in and I'd let it go. I think Sunday night's going to be nasty here. The way it's set up, I'll show you. What happens, folks, is that what's so neat about the metals market, I'm going to go through some equities right now, and I'll give you the strongest one. The strongest one is, Rangel Resources. And Rangel today, it tried to get higher. It got to a price point of 104, and now it's at 100. And this is setting up to going after that swing low again. That swing low has volume of 93, so it's like, okay, man, you got action. If we go over to a couple silver stocks, you take a look at First Majestic. This is already broken a swing low. It tried to get higher again, and there's still sellers there. So it looks like that wants to get down to 820, and you're at 1038. We go to another silver stock, Pan American, PAAS. That's not that bad looking, but it's consolidating at bottoms here. They're all consolidating at bottoms, and what has happened in the metals market in general is that the gold and the silver hasn't really come back that far off the highs.
Yeah.
The equities, took the first hit, but have been really consolidating for almost 7 weeks. So it's like they haven't broke, but looks to me like they're going to break. So. I just keep it. And then if we go, what was weird this morning is this, and you probably heard Tommy and I talking about it, is
How
that
about the dollar, right?
Yeah, what happened, folks, is this, is that the dollar was up 400 ticks, and as the dollar was up, so wasn't gold. It was like, man, that doesn't, the correlation is inverse, folks, okay? It happens sometimes, and then what ended up happening, the dollar gave it up and gold gave it up. I said, oh, man, this is really weird, okay?
Yeah, that make get me crazy this morning.
Yeah, no, there's
what's going on?
Yeah, and so that is definitely different. And it looks to me like the dollar is going to go north again, and I guess the aspect is, will gold go with it? I don't think it will. I think it has to do with this whole interest rate deal again, that it's going to bite, until there's more clarity inside the interest rate market, and I don't think there's going to be for another month and a half or something. I think the commodities are still going to get some pressure because it looks to me like that at some point either the market's going to raise rates by a quarter point or the Fed's going to, or they think they're going to. Let's put it that way. But what happens, folks, is that every time that it thinks it's going to, the market gets destroyed, and so. I'm saying to myself, you can get this whole pullback, and then in December, they still won't go up on rates. And then you're going to see commodities fly to the moon,
Tom, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Do you see the metals as in case there's turmoil with this Deutsche Bank and Europe, do you see metals in any way flight to safety?
No.
No.
And okay, so I'm really glad you asked that question. This is why. What happens and this happened in 2007, 2008. The gold contract went from $1,150 to $660 in about 2 weeks. And when you hear on the air, folks, that they're going into safety and going to gold, don't believe it, okay? That is not what happens. All of these markets are correlated. And it's really bizarre, but guess what? That's what they are. If the markets are pulling back, they take everything with them on the way down. And I suspect what a lot of that has to do with is that, like right now, the metals themselves, are still really high compared to what the equities are, right? Meaning the gold and silver equities. So what tends to happen is that when a market takes a hit, every portfolio is going lower. So let's say that, they're still making some money on the metals. They okay, I gotta get this money out, and so they sell the metal too. So, I don't see gold as a safety valve, at all. What I do see is on a longer term run, gold, folks, is always going to be, more valuable than a dollar, because what happens is that the dollar is going to keep losing value, and gold catches up with it. So, if you know anything about just why people are into gold, the inflation aspect, whether it's 2% a year, 1%, 4%, over the longer period of time, gold holds value when the dollar does not. That's what it comes down to.
Tom, just to finish this conversation, can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I really want to appreciate the newsletter. It's really worth what I have paid for. Actually, I bought a lot of Tiger dollars for the future.
I appreciate the business, Carlos.
And the best thing is, and sometimes I don't even put exactly the position that you recommend.
Yeah.
So I look the position related to either futures or options or any other vehicle that I'm willing to use.
Okay.
And it really helps me. It really helps me to direct my position on the market.
That's good, man.
One of the reasons that helped me to be able to buy this house and
you are too much, man. Okay, I love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Hey, have a great one. Have a safe one, Carlos.
Take care.
Okay, man. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And don't forget, folks, you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD video as well as audio. We'll come right back, folks.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Back, folks. Let's go over to the XLU. And this is going to be along the same type of conversation, folks, looking at bonds. So the XLU, the Utilities Select Sector Spider. These are all the, utilities number one, but they're dividends plays. Okay, so what happens is that inside the sector, as interest rates go up, this sector can get destroyed. XLU. So I just want to show you. We were talking with Frank from Gloucester. We were talking about where we think the TLT may go, as well as the bonds. So if you take a look at this, as bonds had gone down, September 8th, bonds get croaked, okay? This equity here had, the high is $53 in July. It goes all the way down to 48. Does another bounce up to 51, and then comes down, and watch what it's doing. So this one here, the last swing low we had out here was established on September 9th. September 9th, you had 25 million shares traded. Well, you're coming into that today with 12 million, and it looks like you're going to reject it. That's on the daily. Now, if we put this on the weekly, what you have also is that you can see that you have the high volume low, okay, which is going to be dangerous, meaning in the future, and that high volume low is $48.38. The high of that low is $49.42. We've come into that with 74 million shares this week versus 115 million. So what that's also telling me is that this thing wants to bounce once again. So this is going to be kind of intriguing. And what we're doing there is that we're just putting this together with the aspect that those bonds still look like they want higher price, lower yield. And right now, the 10-year is at 1.598. If we go over to the XLE, because energy got a huge leg up this week, what you have with the XLE is this. The XLE right now is trading at $1.17. You're at $70.83, and that's going to go test the swing high. There's a shooting star up there at 71.94. So next week, that's going to test it. Let's go to Jim in Minneapolis. Hey, Jim, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Well, we've got Ryder Cup fever in Minneapolis.
Oh, yeah, man. You guys are so lucky. The Ryder Cup is so cool, man. You guys must be psyched.
Unbelievable what the infrastructure that they put in out at Hazleton. I mean, 1.5 million square feet of buildings. And
really? Wow.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, they sold these corporate chalets, they call them, anywhere from a $250,000 to $1 million a piece.
Oh my God!
And I mean, it's just the amount of infrastructure is just unbelievable. It's wild. People are going wild.
That's great. I actually just heard that there was a spectator harassing a couple of the European guys on the practice putts. And one of them was Rory and someone else. And the bottom line is that they plucked the guy out of the audience. But then what happened, folks? The guy got the putt in, right?
yeah, he sunk the putt.
He sunk the putt.
They threw a $100 bill down too, and they said if you make it, it's yours. And then and the guys, it was his 6 hours of fame. I mean, the guy's been all over the internet, and it's
has he? Yeah, no, I just heard it. That's awesome, man.
It was a riot. Yeah, I mean that was unbelievable. But
so what are we going to look at today?
This DPRX, this is one that I own. It's speculative. There's no, I mean, it's one of these deals where you're waiting for positive data from their trials.
Let's take a look. So it's a biotechnic products. The company provides antibody creams for wounds, diabetic foot ulcers, burns, bacterial skin infections. Okay, the low 6, the high 17. Okay.
We're looking for data next week, but I'm just wondering if this thing,
Well, it's good. You get a high volume high. That's the good thing. The bad thing is it comes off the high volume high with volume. So you hit a high volume. I know exactly. So you hit a high volume high. I guess. Oh, this is only that was Wednesday. It's $17. Okay. I don't like how it come off it. That's for sure. It's. Let me just put this on a weekly for a second. Yeah. Well. That looks to me like you get 1337. I mean, the cool thing about a high volume high is that it will go back to it. The bad thing about a high volume high and you come off the highs with volume is that, you can be down for a couple of years and then go back to it.
Yeah, I mean, if they have favorable data, it'll go to, this thing probably goes to high 20s, maybe $30. If not, the thing will go to $5. I mean, that's kind of how.
Yeah, no, that's how these biotechs go. There's no doubt, man. And so well, I guess this is quite a run that it just had, right? I mean, it just went from 11 to 18 in 2 months.
Yep. So I guess we'll find out late next week.
Cross those fingers, man.
light the candle. But all right, well we'll talk to you next week, Tom. Enjoy, watch the Ryder Cup, and go USA.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. I love this. And listen, on your heckler, right? I think that heckler, I think like 450 is game here, so. It's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. What has happened with all of these is that consolidation says August 24th. It just looks to me like they're going to try to take that one leg. And if they take that one leg, folks, if you're in that market, you want to be buying hand over fist. Because what's going to happen, it's going to be the end of an ABC structure on the way down. And when you do a consolidation that's that long, they will flush a lot of people out. And that'll be a whole clean market again. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the dry powder waiting to reload.
No, that's why I said it. I knew that. Yeah, that's why, because it would. Believe me, I'm just doing the same way. I'm looking at it today. Believe it or not, today was a good day if you happen to be in that market, folks. And specifically, what I mean is that it went higher, and it couldn't handle price, so we'd have a shot that. I mean, I want to see this next leg finish. That's the bottom line. So we'll see.
Awesome. Have a great one.
You have a great one, man. Have a safe one. If we look at some of the higher volume stocks, and this is going to be a big low volume market out here today too, by the way, folks. You have, look at this. What the heck is this thing? What's NTNX? This is up $20. This just happened? What has happened here? Oh, no, this got to be, something's wrong here. Who knows what this is? This is an IPO. Shares jump after a $38 million increased IPO. Yeah, forget that one. Some of the high volume stocks out here. Let's see. GE's up 17 cents. You get Freeport-McMoRan up 21. Pfizer's up 58. You get Citigroup up $1.62. Procter & Gamble's up $1.39. If we go over to Citigroup, let's take a look at Citigroup. Well, they're not looking that bad. Citigroup's going to go after its highs. Procter & Gamble, PG. PG is over its highs. You're at 89. Man, Going right into its downdraft from January. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials right now up 205. Nasdaq's up 53. S&Ps are up 17. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And, we're used to the banks always getting fined and the drug companies. And here's another one. This is like bizarre, man. So GlaxoSmithKline agreed to pay $20 million today to the SEC. But check it out what it's for. To settle allegations that a Chinese subsidiary of the pharmaceutical company bribed foreign officials to increase product sales. Now, China has already fined them $489 million for bribing folks in China, folks. Don't be too surprised, okay? China fined the London-based Glaxo $489 million in 2014, the biggest corporate penalty ever at the time, and imposed a suspended prison sentence on the executive for bribing doctors. The U.S. has been looking into whether the company violated the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which makes it a crime for companies operating in the United States to bribe government officials outside the country for help in getting or keeping business. It's bizarre, man. Nothing like it. Bribe the doctors, feed you more drugs. Pretty amazing. Okay, so market-wise, let's take a look at it. So the SPY, everything's going to finish at the highs out here, folks. You're at 216. That's saying that you can have game here to go after this gap once again, September 9th gap. Market hasn't made it 4 separate times, So You're up here in lighter volume today. That's telling me that, guess what? It's not going to make it again. We have window dressing. It will make a run for it. I suspect we're going to make a run for it. That's 217.03. Inside the Dow Industrials, I think it's about a 50, let's say it's 404. It's 18,404. So that would be about another 80 points from where we are. Right now, you're up 186. Inside the composite. Now, the NASDAQ composite is trading almost at its high. The high in the composite is 53.42. You're at 53.18. And the NDX right now is at 48.80. That high out here is 48.95. What you can expect, if we go over to the dollar for a second, what I expect you're going to start seeing on Sunday night when the futures open and the currency markets open, the dollar didn't hold price today, yet had good volume as it's pushing into its higher swing point. So I expect what you're going to see is that the dollar, once again, is going to go topside, and we'll see how that rock and rolls the marketplace. The oil market is looking to test that 48. Let's see. So the swing high is 48.38. We got to 48.32 yesterday. Today we get to 48.30. That also, I suspect, is going to get tested. It's going to be a mind blower if it can't get tested, because we had the wide price spread on Wednesday, and that's saying it should at least get tested. If it doesn't get tested, that's going to be a huge heads up, because what you will get, that downdraft would be fast and furious, particularly after the Saudis come out and claimed that OPEC is going to pull back their production by 500,000 barrels per day. Now, what did happen simultaneously in that memo is that deal is not going to get sealed to November 30th. So market-wise, we'll see how this whole thing does shake out. The XLF, which is the financials, bottom line, they don't look like they're going to do anything. So whatever is going to happen with Deutsche Bank, I figure is going to come right back in and bite the market once again. Because what you do have inside of Deutsche Bank, as I said a little bit earlier, the payment with the Justice Department over the mortgage, folks, is one part of it. It's a very large part, there's no doubt. But right now, they also have problems with the LIBOR rate, which is not settled yet, which is absolutely huge. And there's one more big one that's out there also. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Wow! Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.